How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man on being this another episode of Retro TV 91. And this time I'm reviewing Smallville Season 2, Episode 20. And what happens on this week's episode is there's this group of people that have alien masks and they hijack this truck, and what we find out is this truck has the meteorite bricks, the kryptonite bricks, and what they're doing is they're melting it down to inhale it to get super strength. And one of these guys is a baseball player from Smallville High. He's using this kind of like steroids. And we find out that he's really smart, and before the meteorite, he sucked at baseball. And when he started taking the meteorite, he got better, and now he got scouts and stuff looking at him. Well, Clark finds this out because he uses X-ray vision on one of these guys, and they have a metal plate, and he finds out that this is this kid. And what happens is, after this, Clark confronts him, and then they get in a big fight because Clark follows him to the factory where they're melting the kryptonite down, and they throw Clark into a furnace, and he's able to get out because he's Superman, and it burns him a little bit because there was a little bit of kryptonite around, but he heals back up. And he goes to his parents, and his dad tells him that they might have his strength, but they don't have his other powers, so use that to your advantage. Well, then Clark gets this kid arrested because he puts in an anonymous tip. And Lex Luthor goes to talk to this kid, but at this time, Lex Luthor doesn't know that Clark was the one that got this kid arrested. And the reason Lex Luthor bails him out is because Lex is trying to figure out what his father's up to, and he finds out about the meteorite bricks. And Clark confronts Lex, but Lex tells him that he didn't know that Clark was involved, and Clark tells his parents to go to Metropolis after this guy gets out, and him and his friends come and attack the fence. So Clark comes and helps them down because they was braced up to the top of the loft. And Martha gets banged up a little bit, but they get the baby checked out, and the baby's okay. And then Clark goes after these guys again after they stage a fake robbery attempt, and Clark stops them and uses his powers to do so. And they get arrested again, and this time this kid doesn't doesn't say anything. And during the episode, the torch gets vandalized, and they think it's this kid, but he doesn't admit to it. He admits to the other crimes, but he doesn't admit to that. So why would he admit to the bigger stuff and not the little? So he didn't do it. And Lionel Luthor comes and tells Chloe that he's giving the school money to start back up the newspaper for the torch, and he wants her to help him find out the truth and find out new stuff, and he's going to use her to try to figure out more stuff about Krypton and all this other stuff. I think that starts off in Season 3. But what else is happening? Lana and her father are getting closer, and her father's wife is getting jealous, and she's about to divorce him, so Lana tells her father to focus on his wife and not her for right now. And that's all that really happens on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Martha and Jonathan's been attacked, what do you think's going to happen with the baby? Because I can't remember if the baby survives or not, but I don't think it does. But what do y'all think? As always, Preacher Man on to be signing out. Guys, reviews awesome. This has been another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.